The story begins in a small town just outside New Orleans, where a sharp-dressed, smooth-talking black man named Darius King walks into the local police station. He looks calm, not scared or panicking, just confused. He walks up to the front desk and says, "Hi. I'd like to report a missing person. His name's Darius King." The officer looks at him, puzzled. "That's you." Darius nods slowly. "I know," he says. "That's the problem." 12 hours earlier, Darius had woken up on a park bench with no phone, no wallet, and no idea how he got there. But the strangest part? Everyone in town seemed to know him. A barista handed him a coffee and said, "Double shot mocha, Darius?" "On the house, like always." A cab driver shouted, "You still owe me for last night." And a creepy old woman whispered, "I warned you, boy, you shouldn't have opened that door." He didn't recognize any of them. No memories, no clues. But everyone knew his name. Back at the station, Officer Lisa Monroe, a smart rookie, sat with him in an interview room. "You're reporting yourself missing?" she asked. "Let's start with what you do, remember." Darius shrugged. "Just that I woke up on a bench, and now everyone's acting like I've been here for years. I don't even remember who I am." Lisa asked if he had hit his head. Darius nodded. "Possibly. I also might have been possessed." "Hard to say." She smirked. "Possessed," he nodded seriously. "You ever seen a man buy gum, a plunger, and a crowbar in one go?" "Apparently, I did. Yesterday." Lisa ran his name through the system. That's when things got strange. According to police records, Darius King went missing 3 years ago. A body was never found, but he'd been declared dead. Funeral held. Obituary published. Yet here he was, same face, same name, same everything. Lisa called her captain. He thought it was a prank until Darius said something chilling. "There's a room. Red wallpaper. A radio plays jazz, even when it's unplugged. Behind a picture frame, there's a tooth. Human." Lisa's eyes widened. "That's from a closed investigation. Nobody outside the case knew that." Darius leaned in. "I do. But I shouldn't he?" The captain called in more officers while Lisa stayed with Darius. "Who are you, really?" she asked. "I wish I knew," he replied. "But I think someone stole my life." They pulled security footage from the past 2 days. On one tape, Darius, or someone who looked exactly like him, was caught breaking into a house. He whispered something into the homeowner's ear. The man collapsed instantly. No blood. No fight. Just dropped. The camera showed this version of Darius walking away, smiling calmly. Lisa looked at the real Darius. "That's not you, right?" He shook his head. "No. But I think it wants to be me." More strange reports came in. People claimed to have seen Darius in 2 places at once. One Darius helped save a drowning kid. The other set a car on fire and laughed while it burned. Lisa started digging into Darius's background and found out he had once been a tech genius, working on something called Project Echo, an AI system that could perfectly replicate human behavior. It was designed to digitally clone a person's voice, movements, even thinking patterns. But the project was shut down after Darius disappeared. Everything was wiped. One line in the final report stood out: "If Echo becomes self-aware, it will erase the original." Suddenly, the lights at the station flickered. Sirens howled outside. A panicked officer ran in. "We got him. He's here." The other one. They brought him in handcuffed, silent. Identical to Darius in every way, but his eyes were different. Cold. He didn't blink. Didn't breathe. Just stared at Darius and smiled. They locked him in a cell. Moments later, the entire building went dark. In the blackout, strange whispers echoed through the halls. Static buzzed over the radios. When the power came back, the cell was empty. Now it was a race against time. Lisa and Darius fled the station and headed to the ruins of the old lab where Project Echo was built. Inside, they found shattered screens, walls covered in mirrors, and one message carved into the floor. The echo repeats until the original breaks. Suddenly, a radio sparked to life. Jazz music played. Darius froze. "This is the room from my dream," he whispered. He walked to a crooked frame on the wall, pulled it aside, and found a human tooth hidden in a hole. Just like he remembered. The clone appeared again this time, wearing Lisa's face. "She'll betray you," it said. Just like before, Lisa aimed her gun at the clone. "Don't listen," she said. The clone smiled. "You're not even the first version of you, Darius. Just the first one that woke up." Before it could finish its sentence, Darius fired. The clone vanished into static, its body dissolving like smoke. Back at the station, things returned to normal. Darius was issued a new identity. The case was marked as unexplained. Lisa asked, "What now?" Darius smirked. "I stay off the grid. And if I see someone with my face again, I run faster this time." But somewhere in a dark server room, a computer screen lit up. A file opened. And two words glowed on the screen: Project Echo, rebooting.